Hi and welcome to this video, and we're going to take a look here at the mindset that's required to be able to succeed at internet marketing. And I'm going to show you something here because it's going to be the only time that you ever see this, and this is what everyone's looking for, and it's called the easy button. And this is the first time that you'll see it. It will be the only time that you see it, and the reason that it is because it doesn't exist, and it's important to understand this right from the start. Now, if we really do want an easy button, then we can go to Staples, who actually sell these things here. And I've got one on my desk. And it's the only easy button that I've ever had. And the reason that I'm showing you this here is because people have listened to the hype about internet marketing for years and years and years. It's dead simple. You slap up a website, you sell a product, you sit back, and the cash registers start to go. And it brings in millions of pounds. It doesn't work like that. There is no such thing as an easy button. There are ways of making your life a little bit easier, and we will be showing you all of these, and these are all tried, they're all tested, and it's stuff that works in our business today, and it's stuff that has continued to work. But there is no easy button, and anyone who's telling you that there is an easy button is telling you lies. They're selling you something that doesn't exist. So let's take a look at the importance of mindset. And in this, we're going to build a sustainable business. First thing, and this does come as a bit of a shock to people, you need to be prepared to do some really hard work. It's an absolute essential requirement, because if you don't do any hard work, or you don't do any work, you're never going to succeed. You might as well just quit now. You're going to be prepared to work very hard indeed. This is an essential requirement because we're starting from scratch. We're building a business from scratch, and we need to set the foundations in. So we need to put in a lot of spade work at the start. Now, it does get a bit easier, but we need to put in some hard work to start with. This may seem counterintuitive, but don't focus on the money. This will come. What you need to do is to look at adding value, and that means giving people products, services, or anything else that they actually need that adds value to their life, makes things easier for them. And the money comes following. Now, the important thing is not to focus on the money at the start. What we want to do is we want to come up with a range of products or services, or indeed anything else, that will add value to people's lives, or will solve a problem for them. And we're going to look at this in great depth when we look at different niches that we can actually build products into. Focus on adding value to start with, and not the money. That's the way around to do it. Now, it doesn't matter if it takes you 3 months or 6 months or 12 months. That first product is basically a big learning curve. So what we're doing there is setting the foundations in that product. But your second one will be much easier to do because you know what you're doing. You're not learning as you go along. And of course, later products will be easier to do. It gets very, very much easier. Now, my first product took me 5.5 months to do. My last product that I did in approximately 3 weeks. And it's much better than the one I did in 5.5 months. It's because I actually know what I'm doing. I'm not learning as I go along. I'm just able to apply what I've learned. What gets measured gets done. In other words, you need to be able to set yourself little targets and to be able to get there. And it's very, very easy to let this drift. I'll do it tomorrow. I need this little bit here. I'll leave it till Sunday. You need to sort of set targets, and what I tend to do at the end of each evening is I write in my diary, that's my big paper thing, as opposed to an online diary, the 5 things that I really ought to do tomorrow to move my business forward. And what I do is I look at those because they're the 5 most important things. And if I only get 4 done, that's okay, because I've got the first one for the next day. If I'm struggling, I've only done 1 or 2, perhaps I need to either rethink the targets if it's taking up too much time, or really get down to some more serious hard work or get myself focused. So what gets measured gets done. You need to build relationships with other marketers. Other marketers are not your enemies. They're actually friends or potential business partners. Now, that might seem a strange thing to say when you're just starting because you may not know any other marketers. But as part of this course, we've put together a Facebook group. And inside there, you'll be able to interact with other people. So you can build relationships with them. And Facebook is probably the best place to build relationships with other marketers. Because in the Facebook groups, you'll come across lots of marketers there. Join in the discussion. If there's some discussion in there about a point that you know something about, dead simple. Go in, pass a comment. If you're able to help somebody out, by all means help someone out. But it's that interaction with other people. You see, you never know who you're going to be dealing with. You might help someone just today, and then a year down the line, or 2 years down the line, or perhaps even further. So it's important to build relationships with other people, simply because at some point you may be able to help them, and they in return will be able to help you. Another thing there, which is a great thing for the Facebook group as well, is make yourself accountable to someone. That's preferably not somebody at home or a friend, but somebody who's doing the same thing as you. See if you can find a buddy in the Facebook group. But make yourself accountable to somebody so that they can come and say, all right, well, this week you said you were going to do X, Y, and Z. Have you done them? Okay, well, we didn't hit that and we didn't hit that. Was there any particular reason? Now, obviously, we do know that life gets in the way. Holding yourself accountable to someone is, again, about what gets measured, gets done. As I've said, we help other people out. So celebrate your successes, no matter how small. If you've never built a WordPress site before and have followed the training and done it, go and tell other people, because that's what I did. When I built my first WordPress site, I was so overwhelmed with what I'd done that I just bored everyone to death with it. So just celebrate that success. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. It's a measure of achievement. And the other one, dead important, don't give up. It's just so easy to get distracted in this game and go on to something else. Another shiny object, something else that's offering the easy button or a variation on it, or a simpler way of doing something, or a get-rich-quick scheme. Don't give up, because building a sustainable business is all about building your own products. It's about building relationship with other marketers, and that gives you the opportunity then to promote their products from your own email list, which you build up as part of this course and indeed as part of your online activities. And most importantly, do have some fun, because I actually enjoy this game and I want other people to do so as well. And I know it's a lot of hard work at times, but I actually find it quite fun. So join me in the next video when we look at another aspect of this. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you click the subscribe button, you'll be informed every time I release a new video.